There we go, says we're live. Okay, so I haven't launched the game yet. It's because I remember it doesn't like alt tabbing, so I decided to do all this stuff. F31. Okay, that's everyone. Maybe I should automate it or something, make a bot. But then I wouldn't be able to get super creative messages each time. Oh well. So okay, this works. Let's launch the thing, and hopefully it will just capture it without any issues. Launched. All right. Have to play. I mean, press play. This Unity crap. All right, capturing. So that's good. Full screen, full screen. Wake up, you're in coma. Shadows. This here? Yes. This game did use positional audio to great effect in the first like 10 minutes of the gameplay. Alright. Let's remember where the hell we stopped. I remember parts of this game, but not in the sequence that they were in. I think last we were in the caves with the dog monsters. I also barely remember barely remember the controls to it. Now we're in a hospital. Yeah, there's a Ruger, there's a shotgun, apparently shoots salt. And there's the hammer. Yes, welcome, Hippocat. Well, I don't think we'll have trains in the hospital, though. That would be creepy as hell if there were trains in the hospital. But let's find out where we came from, first of all. The hospital's the place for that, right? Lobby entrance hall. So I'm guessing this must have been it. Yes. Let's just make sure. This door's probably going to be closed. Nazumi testing. No, without a handle, what can I do? I'm implying that trains are subhuman trash that should be eradicated off the face of the earth as soon as they start biting you. Read. Dr. Brundle, Personal Archive 86. Feeling good about today. Progress continues almost as normal, given how theoretical this all should be. Today we had one of the smaller rodents continue to move for almost 2 hours after all of its blood had been drained and replaced with mixed blah blah blah. Right. Escape is not how you close the thing. Lobby S, Dr. Brundle, there we go. Bunch of labs, Dr. Pizzinini. Can I just bash this thing off? Apparently not. Pulsing. I almost read that as hugging, but there's only one G. And it's broken anyway. Lab 1B and Dr. Piccinini. We can go to Dr. Piccinini. Okay. Yeah. Real. Or relax, I guess it says relax, not real. Honestly, like the L could have been a slightly scuffed E, and then the X could be like a slightly squished A. This is a message from the dream, from within the dream, that this is all real. Maybe not. These are really flat rats. You think I made this model, but I didn't. Dr. Piccinini, personal advice 65, not advice at archive. Shrieks and squeals are all I hear. My dreams are infested with these rats. If only they knew that we're going to make them into something beautiful. If they knew that and had the capacity to, they would respect me. But no! It's nothing but screams and wailing. I can't sleep. I can hardly think. Even when I'm further away than the sound should possibly travel, I can still hear them. Okay. This is gonna be symbolic, I'm sure. Got something? Lab. You can go into the lab. Lab-ib. Ah, this kind of lab. A school kind of lab almost. What is that? I don't recognize this imagery. I've never seen it in my life. Uh-huh. Hi. Is anyone there? Help me, I'm lost. And my dog is also more lost. Hello, Hasmati. Привет. Dr. Piccinini, Personal Archive 66. My dreams have found their savior. A dark creature swathed in dirty robes now lives within them. They eat the rats and silence the screaming. Soon I will begin work, not this filthy government's rat work, but my true work. I will give birth to my savior so they can silence everything. I hope this is all literal. As Mighty Hippocat has used the comically misspelled words big boy. Lab 1C broken. This goes to lockers. Lab 1A. Ah. Where's my... Okay, you, friends. Take a picture of this dirty water. Dr. Brundle. Personal Archive 88. I'm beginning to question my fellow scientists' ethics. If we can truly call any of this science anymore. I fear we're all stumbling into something dark. And with each breakthrough, my fear grows. I don't know how they'll react when we inevitably hit a dead end with these experiments. And Hippocat comically reacted to my comic... everything is very funny, basically. Just accept that Hazmati and laugh. Huh. These doors are a little... tilted. Hi. Doll ahead, picked up. How's my stuff? And I'm back to full. Now let's go through the lockers. Or to the lockers, or whichever. Lockers, yeah. Danger. This is very dangerous creatures. I opened something. I guess it was probably this. Yeah, not the lockers. Imagine if we could open every locker once again. This, yeah. Dr. Brundle, 87. Which laugh? In the game, or did I laugh? Did I question the higher stuff? Just on how far they think we can go with these experiments? Dr. Piccinini took hold of me and brought me into one of the off-limits rooms and showed me something I don't fully understand. Maybe he was playing an elaborate and very inappropriate prank. Piccinini told me it was his other pet project and assured me that the work we're doing is of great importance. Dr. Piccinini is up to no good. Okay, so this goes apparently into that same corridor, but I'm not gonna go that way, because... Why? Ooh, important toilet documentary. Documentation. Dr. Piccinini, Personal Archive 67. I showed Soteris, Dr. Soteris, okay. I'm trying to remember if Soteris was the name of one of those trading cards I got on Steam for this game. Dr. Brundle today, he didn't know what to think, he just stared at it. Maybe he was just scared. Such as a movie now, but only barely. For some reason I can't get him to function while the camera is on. While I'm looking at him, but he changes form in between these moments. I'm sure that's all very real. Yeah, back to lockers. Holding. Holding? Literally just holding. And holding, maybe. This is a hospital after all. The hit detection on these guys is kind of subpar. But it's still easy. That's some dolphin shit. What are those? That's something made out of, like, newspapers. Is it one of those, like, ghetto-ass pair of sneakers that are made out of newspapers? Looks like that kind of thing. We've done it! By God, we've done it! I have to get out of here as soon as I can. These are not creations that should exist. I don't know if we screwed something up along the way or this was the only possible outcome. Aww. Fuck the old head. Oh, interesting. Well, I mean, it's not gonna impede my playing that much. Doesn't impede my reading. My dear savior is growing up every day. I started stealing some of the rats from their tiny safe cages and put them in the hole with the satyrs. At first I wasn't sure if they could do anything, but once I left and came back, the rats were gone and the only traces of the rats left was a lipstick smear of blood on Satyrus' jaw. Full health, despite everything. Picklock set, not lockpick. I don't know what to think. Only thing I know is that I'm not scared of anything in this game anymore. I was in the beginning, and I want to play more horror games because now I know that I am capable of being scared still. Oh no, something is coming at me. This guy's very red though, but like who cares? Red eyes, psha. Lab tour. Okay. I forget if there were locked doors elsewhere. Hey, lost tape 3, so I guess I haven't missed one in the caves. That's nice. Dr. Gla, yes? Subject Cas-3 was originally found in the wreckage of a collapsed farmhouse by a mountain survey team. It was later brought to government attention after most of the crew went missing and then granted to our lab for testing. It appears like a normal cassette tape, but has some major differences. Spectrogram displays of the audio contained do not seem to match the structure or waveform of the actual sound, but rather several images of American animal life in trees. This is SCP suddenly. Some researchers who spent significant time listening to the subject have been hospitalized for mental reasons, often becoming obsessed with a fictional being known as a Bayagot. Well, at least, you know what? At least it's not Shadow Man 2 with Baba Yagoth. That fucking shit. I cannot tolerate. Examine what? It's broken. Well, if it's broken, then it's broken. Bayagoth, I bet it's some Cthulhu-ass bullshit that doesn't actually exist. Nice. That was cool. I wonder if that was intended behavior. I need to find that video that praised how tense this game is and just ask them how they can sleep at night. Okay, so they severely outdistance me, that's what I'm getting. Oh, this is the lock. Yeah. I'm a save. Yeah, probably. This game is so spooky. Game Soviet. I actually kind of want to check out before I guess, I mean, the tape isn't gonna interfere much with that. Let's play Lost Tape 3. But I want to check out where that corridor goes, where the map just ends. I mean, they could be... it's hard for me to judge the creepiness of monsters because they all seem like generic horror bullshit, you know? As if I could dub that one game. They're just, oh, misshapen humans with weird, like, faces and parts that don't belong. I'm honestly, judging by how the beginning of the game was going, where I was scared of, like, sounds in the sewers, I would be fine, probably, you know, with the right gameplay, with the right danger, I would probably be more scared of, like, crazy hobo stalking the sewers or something than horrific Silent Hill monsters. It's basically everything is about... I mean, the monster's design can break the game, but I don't think it can make the game for me. What can make the game is how the monsters are used and presented and that kind of stuff. Much. So it could be absolutely whatever, but if it's like creepily looking at me from behind a tree without jump scares, that would be pants shooting. Or, you know, other situations like that. What was just hobbling at me and I can kill it? I cannot see if it's creepy or not. I'm desensitized to monster designs by this point. Tree? Something, something, something. Pick up. What? I mean, there's a car, but I don't know, it's not a pickup. There are very occasional letters that pop up on the screen, but I don't know. So, like, you see the world ends just there. But that cutscene reminded me of Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth, where you kept getting chase sequences. And, you know, no matter what, without any wind, I mean, okay, I'll take your word for it. Examine what, though? I'm gonna just spam examine. It's broke down. No. I've personally not played it, and I've seen it enough that I don't want to play it. Because it will be nothing new for me. In terms of horror games, obviously I'm gonna play the new Amnesia, because I already bought it and installed. Though I'm not expecting much from it, but it could scare me a couple times. Who knows? Apparently, there could be something good in the atmosphere or story at the very least. But, I'm also gonna play Somo, of course, because Touchdown keeps bringing that up and I wanna stream that. And see, I don't know much about it apart from robots and, you know, questions about being and mind and stuff like that. Apparently it's affected people. I actually don't expect it to affect me very much. Or scare me very much, but we'll see. And in terms of horror games, there's one weird... no, I still haven't played Somo, yes. There's one weird, like, Korean or something horror game called Dread Out. Or maybe some sort of Asian thing. Where I saw, I think, a quick look at Giant Bomb back when that was kind of good. And it's like Silent Hill-ish, Fatal Frame-ish, like third person. I think this was third person. And basically, I only saw the beginning. They arrive at some sort of school. And there's just like a giant-ass, like, frog demon that looked almost kind of silly, but also really scary just because it's big. Or pig demon, probably pig demon, not frog demon. But it was scary even to look at in a playthrough, just because it was big and unnatural. And, you know, something really big coming at you really fast, but looking like a big version of something real. I don't know, that kind of like slightly altered real thing scares me more than super creepy monsters, to be honest. And, you know, what video was it from Internet Historian? One of his ads for, I forget if it was NordVPN, or probably NordVPN, probably not Raycon man, no, NordVPN. And he had that sequence where I think he was following some girl or something, right? And in this cafe, catches up to her, and she hears like boom, 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 and then it goes like boom, 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 and he just shows that like NordVPN guy character, just like really fast running at her, and that was actually kind of creepy, even though it's completely comedic. And So Dreadout, I kind of want to play that just because I've seen it a long time ago and I still haven't really checked out beyond the very beginning. That's my horror game plan, I think, unless I remember something else. Yes, I got scared of NordVPN. Also, well, he was wearing a certainly shaped, like a triangular shaped white hood, and considering my obvious, have you seen how I only use very specific tone of hand emojis on Discord, so I'm very scared of that particular imagery. Place logs, light fire, and examine. I need the idol. We all need the idol. Are we burning some idol? Where is the idol? Is this the idol? No, this is Hitler. Where is the idol? Ah! Okay. Well, I've played Dusk before, so you know. Hey. Hey, that's that. Damn it, if only I had a sniper rifle, I would shoot that and a giant kamikaze would appear. No, Hippycat streamed it. I just played it on my own before. Before it was cool, before episode 3 was even out. So I'm guessing that burning an idol, and that idol was very shaped like a face. That's clearly deep symbology for, once again, rejecting the society's perception of beauty and stuff like that. I was idolizing how I should look, how my face should look. But now I'm accepting that I'm an ugly piece of shit. And I can eat all the goddamn apples I want. Okay, it needs the code. Okay, maybe 3 in a row is pushing it. There probably isn't anything here, right? Just some ghost rats. The eyes have been eaten. May the rats eat your eyes! Yes. What was that? I didn't actually see because I was looking at things. Unity engine, debug log, invalid class, nice. I can't get out of here. The halls are full of them. They're worshipping Pixinini's messed up pet. They swarm around just like rats. Just like the rats. Yeah, that's all well and good, but I need numbers. Is it like 8138? Or am I just seeing a number there where there isn't actually one? Also, is that invalid log gonna just stay there? Nice. Well, I'm gonna try 8138 then. Wait, pick up what? Oh. I mean, okay. Sure. Eyeless body, if FBX picked up. Nice. Well, I mean, we could all use the eyeless body. Not sure where to use it. Is it just me or is this game kind of glitched? A little bit. Oh, this thing just opened by itself. I mean, it works for me. Can I squeeze the eyeless body's head in the thing as well? Was it here? No, wait. Where was the thing for the doll? Good question. Apparently, the script are missing, but I have this whole thing. Oh, it's occupied. Damn it. Well, I'm just gonna carry it then. No! We must run. Horrifying monsters are after us. Those look like the children of Intoxicator. A little bit. Huh? I was a little bit tall there for a sec. Bitch. What you doing? Actually, didn't jump, but like I was a little bit surprised at that. Oh, my weapons are allowed. Well, you can eat this eyeless body. Very nice. Dr. Piccinini went crazy. He attacked me in my office screaming about sacrifice. I hit him over the head when he lost consciousness, but I confirmed he's still alive. I'm going to try to get out of here using the flood tunnels connected to the rat fluid chamber. Rat fluid. I mean, it's uncooked. Is this me, or are the paws really weird looking? It's like human feet almost. They shouldn't have that much space between the things. Hey dog, help me out. Ah! No! Well, see you, dog. I'm too fat to fit down there. Well, you can eat this body. I guess I'm not throwing the body down. Fucking dog melts through every grate there is. Maybe it's an alien. And this was the red fluid chamber, I suppose. Well, this will be easy to open. Apparently not. I'm very tall, by the way, can you tell? The sugar's gonna come at me. Was there something there? I didn't really spot before the light went out. I still have that important skill. I thought F didn't work, but it works anyway. Well. At least I didn't land on my flashlight and break it. Nice steering. Yeah, fuck that guy, I didn't need him anyway. Let's just pick the lockpicks anyway. Exchange the eyeless body for the lockpicks. I'm gonna come back for you, Master. I'm getting a feeling I was not supposed to be able to pick him up at all. Oh, I guess I haven't used all my lockpicks, so it's still gonna be full. Rugeramo. I found the clip here, Cat. How do you feel about it? Oh. Maybe I was supposed to do that. Maybe that was all actually intended. Because there's... How would my character say, like, hey, I'm carrying too much, I can't pick these lockpicks, let me drop this body. Sure. I'll buy it for $1. I'm almost out of here, but Piccinini's pet is in the warehouse by the emergency exit. It won't move while I'm staring at it, but when I try to look away, it seems to reappear somewhere within a closer radius. SCP for sure. If someone finds this, please be careful as the creature may still be around. Well, I'm saving, so I'm not afraid of anything. Is it Kazumati? I would like it if you made a lore video and explain it all to us. Because it sure as hell ain't coming out together for me. Unless the creature, the Shoggoth, is gonna be like society's concept of being ugly that society has created, because without people, who is there to perceive ugliness? Really? Hello? Was it death? Am I dead? Well, I can still whistle. I guess it is literally just the SCP. But the interesting part here is that nothing works, like escape, inventory, map. Oh, rats are gonna eat me, I guess. Hello, ratsies. Wow, straight into my eye. That's a hell of a jump. Maybe I wasn't supposed to walk into that thing, huh? I'm hoping red is the selected option. Okay. So seeing as that we didn't get any sort of new blink mechanic, I'm just gonna stare at that thing. Hi. Because I was doing like everything. It's pointing there, but I'm not gonna fall for it. It's like, oh, check out, there's the thing behind you. Also, yeah, that's gonna be interesting if that happens. Open? I'm gonna open something with my ass. Retinal. Oh, fuck off! I cannot open it with my ass. That's the wrong eye. Okay. Still wrong ass. Okay. That guy's eyes got eaten too, so... Well, another save. Isn't that a bit much? This is gonna be one of them weird ones. No? I guess not. Uh-huh, I see you. I hope you see that I see you, because it's a little bit over your head. All this shit. Maybe I should have surveyed the room before I entered, because I don't know if there's any exits. Hi? Well, that guy screwed up. Nothing. I see him. There we go. I wonder if this was intended for his head to not actually. I mean, he changes poses, so maybe sometimes his head doesn't come out. You can stay out there, loser. Idiot. I'm just gonna walk backwards into everything and hope he doesn't teleport behind me. Nothing personal. Okay, so that's how he goes. I see. Hopefully this counts as me seeing him. Huh, this seems wrong. Okay, I'm looking at you, trust me. Welcome. I'm gonna take some ice off of this meat. What do you mean they don't prepare meat with ice? Actually, it's a... Is it meat? It must be meat. Hey. He's fingering me. I mean, accusing me of a crime, in that kind of way. Pick up something. Nice. Well, I don't know where this goes, but... Oh, maybe nowhere. Alright, nowhere. Well... 4chan ain't what it used to be. But if they like can like locate me by those pics and identify me and find my address, I'll be impressed. So I want to know one thing here. No, I guess maybe he follows me fairly sometimes. I don't know, because oh, boxes are all different, aren't they? Because sometimes he jumps between the rooms like a piece of shit. Sometimes he okay, that gave me a little bit of a shake. So I just basically hope that he does teleport between the rooms and doesn't suddenly appear behind me. Oh, he got the eye. Wait, what? I didn't want to give it to him. Fuck off, mate. Also, wait, this is wrong. Everything is this goddamn room now. I guess he put more boxes in this. Asshole. Okay. Easy. Easy, Shina. Get fucked. I hope this will protect me. I'm kind of curious exactly how that thing worked, but not that curious, you know. That was scarier because of gameplay implications. It's like wouldn't have been scary if I knew I was guaranteed an immediate retry, but if on the off chance that I had to watch that rats slowly gather around me thing. I didn't really want to lose there. Yeah, so far it's, I mean, the best... Oh. Okay. The best one, I think, was just sounds from the beginning. That was the scariest thing. Wait, really? So, can someone explain something to me? I missed the fourth tape somewhere, apparently. But, I guess this might be fake. Because there were no tape recorders after the place where I found the third tape. So it couldn't have been around this area. And I would hate it if there was a fourth tape in this area, having to contend with that fucker. I haven't found my dog, so maybe this is all fake. Okay, at least I escaped. Fuck the dog, honestly. I'm slowly escaping. Ah. So where the hell is the fourth tape? Is the fourth tape literally just around the statue guy? The Whipping Angel. Because I didn't see a tape recorder, tape player I mean. I didn't see a tape. I mean, I wasn't looking at stuff. Wait, was I in the credits? In the cave? Was it out of order or something? Because I found tape 3 after the cave. Oh. For speed? No. Oh. Hunger. Very hunger. I'll kill you. Okay, so that was Donkey Kong Country. 20 years later. Hey, there's a tape recorder. There's some shotgun bullets. It doesn't say anything about salt. I guess maybe the shotgun itself says something. Let's see. It only fires rock salt rounds. Where is that to find out about the... that disgusts me. Hey, nice room. Image the dream. Ah, shit. Maybe I wanted to open the book, huh? Huh? Game. I challenge your interpretation of my... Read what? Power goes out on the tracks, you have to... That does seem right. It's in the trash. Rightfully so. Oh, it's... no, not in the trash. Well, I've done that before, so I know how it works. Thank you very much. I know shooting salt from guns from the movie... What was it called? Goddammit. Кавказская пленница, there we go. Now you know what I mean, Hippocat knows, but... Still. In the end, they shot a guy in the ass with salt, and they couldn't sit during the court proceedings. Spoilers. So by the tape recorder, I guess in the cave it was a red herring or something. I'm gonna assume the fourth tape is around here. A GG? I guess we have one. Well, let's cut off that entire part with the red thing, whatever it is. Thrusted shot. Stock! Don't bulge. Oh, no, don't bulge. Don't bar. One budge. There we go. One budge. This door won't bulge, goddammit. Okay. This map was made using the Doom automap technology. Just cutting off everything where I couldn't be. I know, Hazmati. But I mean, a door can bulge in horror movies. Or in Doom 3. I ain't going over it just yet. It's G. I don't want to go in G. I'm gonna go around the G. It's the wrong kind of tape. Hey, but that's the right kind of tape. Let's go find my dog, apparently. Yeah. Wait, this... I mean, the mouse isn't here, but I guess only that little part is irrelevant. Oh well. I mean, I did say that in the end, Hypocat, so it might be perhaps possible that you didn't actually hear everything. Lost tape 4. Let's go. Coffee and donuts. Actually, the tape did sound like on the... I didn't really pay attention to it before, but there was a word hotel on the tape sticker thing when it was getting inserted. And I thought maybe it was just a generic texture for the tapes, but maybe all the previous ones, actually, I wonder. No entry here. I'm gonna look at if I can look at the tape labels later, after I'm out of this one. Locked. This is giving me procedurally generated vibes, or just occlusion. Well, so that's Eddie's room. What's his name? Eddie Wachowski? No, not Wachowski. Some Owski guy. I'd love to examine, but what? This is like the seventh seal or something. Suicides. I read that as Swedes. Swedes changed into shrunken and gnarled trees. I mean, serves them right. Dante asks Virgil for an explanation of voices he hears, and he tells him to lop off a twig from one of the trees. Dante does so, and blood gushes forth. And so rips weeds. I guess it's not the seventh seal. Well, he thought of that a bit late. Which one of these is a dryer? Is this a dryer? Oh, pretty. Smoke monster still. Smoke monster at the core, or to the core. I'm gonna skip that in case I can sleep there. Curious. Very interesting. Woohoo! I'm looking good. Now let's go try to sleep there. I'm sure it will make me go to the second floor. You could, but you shouldn't. Oh, there was the little eye thingy. What do you call it actually in English? I don't know. You know, maybe if you make your shaders or whatever do all like the vertex shaking, maybe you should make sure that they shake depending on like world coordinates or something, because otherwise all your scenes are gonna be showing. With tar. It looks just kinda... whatchamacallit. Oh, nice. Sandhill 4. Okay, sure. This hole was not made for me. Okay, I'm gonna go sleep in that one bed that qualified. Try! Did I shut off my light last time when I played this? I don't remember. Oh, very nice. It's covered in bugs! Ah. Typical. I should go complain at the front desk. Oh, marijuana, nice. Double. Maybe not. Did I try to sleep in the thing with the hole? That was not it, but apparently this works now. I don't mind the open door, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, now the scrolls, they got it very good. It's like, bonk, out for 2 hours unless someone comes at you. Okay, let's infest every bed in this goddamn hotel with bugs. We are so unhygienic that that just happens. Yeah, I could see that happening. This is the one with tar. Wait, what? Oyster. I think he's talking about some strong oyster. Yeah, yeah. Surely you can though if you try. No, I can sleep while sitting. When was the last time I slept sitting? Maybe never. Your body is what? Or something about your body is going or something like that. Nice sounds. Some just made the sound outside, which is kind of weird because it's the 11th floor. Is rotting. Well, sucks to be me then, I guess. Hey there, Caleb. Caleb sure didn't like me infesting his whole hotel with shit bugs. Ah no, I cannot play them without inserting them. Are they in my inventory? The Pood, the clinic, the cabin, and the hotel. What was that about the Pood? Well, let's go. Let's go. Dr. Piccinini is waiting for us in the test chamber. No, much as I enjoyed the opening of Half-Life as a kid, nowadays I nice. I really wish there was a button to start from unforeseen consequences. Haven't reached that point with Doom 3 yet though. Murder holes. Just in case the sewer got under siege. Now we can pour hot tar and shoot arrows, or whatever. Spooky Stories for Kids, Volume 1. Once there lived a nasty old man in a nasty old house. The nasty old man wouldn't go outside, the nasty old man wouldn't play. He sat in his tub and soaked in the water all day, because he was dead. Yeah, I mean, I am one of those snobs. I wish I knew exactly, with the version of Half-Life they currently have on Steam, whether that thing works there. You know, apparently in the real Half-Life there was the thing with textures where instead of just styling the same image, there were like variations and they were randomized. And I know that that thing stopped working in some later release. Might have been just in Source. I should look at something with like a really obviously styling texture in Half-Life now that I'm playing it and see if there's variations. It was in the video I seen it, I saw it in, there were several examples. One of them included the room with the fishies. Well, good thing I wasn't trying to play Source. I'm gonna check the Half-Life that I'm playing, the just Half-Life on Steam, because who the hell wants to play Source? Though I will say one thing. Did they change the skyboxes in Source, or was I misremembering the skyboxes in the original Half-Life? Because one thing that I would take from Source is the slightly better skyboxes. With the slightly better... Possibly, yes, Hazmati, with the slightly better mesas and structures and everything. Especially for around that little wall with the helicopter on the tubes. Anyway, just him and his music enjoying the water, even though it was nasty and green. He soaked all day and every night, but he never tried to get clean. But one day the old man couldn't find his music. His radio was all filled with static. He twisted and turned and tried all the stations and things got a little dramatic. His radio fell down into the water and he missed the off switch. And the story goes that if you visit his house, his nasty old corpse will still twitch. Hey, Twitch, shout out. I've heard that source is buggy. Hey, I've seen you before. Although it's actually a brain now.
Without me, you're just hollow. You're pathetic.
Dark Souls?
You need fear to motivate.
No, whatever. Actually, he was saying some reasonable stuff. Without a brain, you are just hollow. And fear is good for humans and survival and, you know. Where did that come from? And where am I going? Oh, hi. He has mouths for eyes, I think. So that's nice. Okay, he's operating on Dead by Daylight logic, I guess. Oh, fuck. Well... that lost me some time, I bet. Probably another one of those situations where I actually don't need to be shooting or anything. Yeah! Motherfucker, you're supposed to die there. Again. Okay, maybe it just won't work again. Hello. Ah, it's one of these again. We have seen this before. So I guess I wasted those shots. But I'm probably gonna have enough for the game anyway. I think he's still attacking me though, so whatever. How's my health? Surprisingly high, I will say. Hey. Oh, interesting. This looks kind of cool. The G did nothing for me. Shit, that's the close one. Okay, pour the tar now on my signal. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna go through the G again. Am I meant to keep shooting him or something? Because there's nothing else to do here. Or is it one of those situations where I get killed because I shouldn't have destroyed my brain? Maybe. Those are frustrating as hell. Because it's just not obvious at all. And it's dumb. Hey, you made the wrong choice. Now we're gonna dump you with this glitchy, invincible monster. And give you all the feeling of being able to probably still run away, but not really. Well, I'm gonna listen to my brain fear, I guess. This time I'm brave, I'm gonna go over the G. I'm gonna go through the pipe, because I just roll like it. What if this was like a Mario Bros. 1 castle, where you had to pick the correct paths for the actual, like, ending to be there? Okay, brain. I'm listening.
What are you hoping to accomplish?
I know I didn't mind them.
With me, you're just hollow.
But I was playing the All Stars version, which had sound effects.
You need fear to motivate you.
Yes. That was it. That was everything he said. I mean, oh, I wasn't stuck there? Good. Well, see you later. Honestly, they were kind of easy on the original NES version as well. Because there's only like, what, 3 places you could try. In the original game, it's still, you know, you can see when it puts you back in the wrong place. So that's kind of the indication. And there's only about 3 choices of where to go anyway. They're not difficult. Get good. Oh, maybe there's important stuff here. Oh, I see. So it's Gargantua. But now I can't actually. Oh no, it's timed. Okay. I see now. My fault for not looking around in this room, I suppose. Well, like 1,000 shotgun shells didn't do it, but a little bit of electricity sure will kill that fear monster. No, All Stars is pretty much the same. Get fucked. As far as I know, All Stars levels did not change whatsoever. As far as I remember from playing the original NES game in some port, what there actually was like 3 pieces, like 3 places I think or so, where you could progress or get teleported, and maybe about 2 choices per place. I sure hope he's coming from that side. Bitch! Who taught you to accelerate like that? I'ma just press it ahead of time now. Yeah, there we go. I like how electricity apparently makes the water boil. Well, I ain't afraid of no mouth eye piece of shit. Let's go and look at that eye in the eye. Yeah, I did though. For the continuous thing, I did use some heavy ass quick saves and save states. It's an interesting way to render an eye, I will say that much. Maybe not that wall is down, crumbled. And maybe the hole that the monster came from, even though he comes at you from here, but it was shown that he climbed out of a hole. Maybe that hole is now open with all the broken doors there. That's opening the door with my ass, not what I meant to do. But these now work. Okay. No more G on this side, but another brain or something. Once there lived a nice man with his nice old dog. Nice man was content, just him and his dog. Nice rhyme. Watching the years pass by. His house was old and deep in the woods with a little blue patch of sky. One night the nice man was walking his dog as was his nightly habit. But then the dog got out of his leash to quickly chase after a rabbit. The night sky was dark, just barely lit, so the nice man was filled with worry. But then the old dog yelped and ran inside as if it was in a hurry. The nice man went inside and locked up his worries for now put to bed. But then out of the window he saw his old dog, but its skin had been shed. Well, hey, welcome back. I don't need to flood the drain room. Who you telling this, like, don't argue with me,
Think you're getting better?
piece of shit. I know better.
Does this even have a purpose?
I know better than you what you need to do. I'm gonna save because I don't want to repeat that previous thing. Oh, nice. Yeah, get fucked. I wonder what would happen if I just press save on that baby thing. I mean, if there's a video of someone, preferably of the female persuasion, opening, just using their posterior, hold the door handle and open it, especially if it's a round handle, not the ones kind of like here, but a round handle somehow, I would watch that. Link me if you got an example. Oh, this is me. Dog can be controlled by no mouse. Ugh. I actually cannot. Oh no, there we go. Now I bark. Ugh. Ugh. I didn't know dogs had this much trouble turning. I wouldn't be afraid of stray dogs so much if I knew this. It's like alligators. Just get behind them. You lied to me. Maybe that other way just goes around. Though wouldn't the air still have to travel not through walls? That doesn't make any sense. Eh. I think it doesn't bark if I hold shift. Yes. Woohoo! Ugh. It should be more in the camera. Looks dumb if I'm just like peeking out from the bottom. I cannot whistle, and I never will be able to whistle. I mean, kind of obvious. Yeah, this is tank controls. Now this is a true survival horror. If the game controlled like this, it would be much scarier. Okay, open the door, dog. That's actually very tall for a dog. Or maybe don't. I hope that was the drain room. Whatever, mate. I mean, now I can just escape. So that's all good. Actually, I'm gonna save. I don't want to go through that dog shit again. Dog shit. Oh shit. Why did you have to get my hopes up, as a matter? Baby? No. Meow. Okay, so that's G. Let's familiarize ourselves with the G. These don't look like no G. Oh, are we gonna like smash it with this thing? That's timed. How about no? I guess I can sacrifice myself and stand here and let it wail on me. That means I gotta lead it from this direction. Here is just gonna be fun, fun, fun. Wow, someone's ass is really hot. I know that feel. I'm sure that person does have any body image problems. Alright, let's go find Baba Yagoth again. Once relieve the great old beast in the great old wood. The great old beast would attack the town and carry young children away. It screamed and it howled from inside the woods each night and every day. So one night the town folks hatched a plan to slay the beast once and for all. They snuck up close while it slept under a tree, and then they made it fall. The tree? On top of the beast? I see. Sneaky plan. It growled and hissed, not moving an inch since the fallen tree. Holy shit, I actually was correct. I thought that was a stupid way of saying they killed the beast, but okay, sure. The warriors fought and stabbed the old beast to finally save the town, but the stories go that if you visit the woods at under a great fallen oak, the great old beast isn't dead at all, he just still hasn't woke. He's having a stroke. So these are just straight up big hints how to destroy the
I'm
dude.
your identity. I'm your crutch. You used to cling to me like a parasite. I know you better than anyone, and I know you're weak. You'll come right back.
This is very on the nose. But whatever, mate. Do I have to like be here? Or can I start running? Hi. I was stuck there for a second. You know, I don't understand why that thing isn't more scary to me. It should be pretty scary. I guess maybe because its face is like weirdly shaped. Not shaped. Weirdly lit. Yes, yes, hit me. This whole like smooth groups. Fuck. Situation. And it looks kind of weird. If it had like a proper 3D, slightly better face, it would be scarier. Again, do I have to do it multiple times? Come at me, bro. Shit. Am I meant to actually be hitting it and killing it? Because I can just walk inside it and it won't be able to attack me. And I can do it that way then. Well, get fucked, I guess. This is white, so I can, like, run around it. La 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 la. Nah, you shit. I mean, I've timed it twice already. Also, this guy's speed is unreliable. I'm just gonna, you know, shoot at him while he's blocked, not blocked, pinned down. Come on. Move faster, Pokey, damn it. See, now there he didn't accelerate like he usually does. Shithead. Shithead. Actual shithead. He's smart. Not smart enough, bitch. Maybe I just need to, like, hit him thrice. Okay, go full speed. Oh my god! I think he isn't charging because technically it's not like a straight line to me because he's slightly around the corner. I am speed. How do you like these turns, piece of shit? Okay, let's try again. I just noticed this door texture is mirrored. Ah, use. Okay, this will time it correctly. I'm sure. Come on. Okay, sit, sit. Motherfucker. Good thing I'm invincible. And I've collected lots of salt. Actually, that salt probably means that the shotgun does like jack shit damage. And I should be using the Ruger. I cannot tell if that was 3 times the door or if all the things I wasted shooting at this thing mattered. Nice. Yeah! What an idiot. Did you think you had a chance? If you tried talking to me, maybe I could have been perceptive to that, or receptive. Receptive, I guess. What a maroon. No instinct of self-preservation. No wonder it got killed. I mean, I need to shoot him, okay. I guess the shotgun is just crap because it shoots salt. The question is though, where the hell do I go now? Do I go to the brain again? Now the brain gun, head empty. I was doing it with hammer. I wonder, could I have... Maybe he only takes damage when he's pinned by the door. Because I am absolutely sure I can walk into him as far as the collision permits. And he just glitches out and stops being able to attack at that point. And I for sure could have done enough damage. Oh, that's dumb. So anyway, where the hell do I go now? Because I got a G and a G. Maybe the flood room thing. I'm fully healed. There was nothing. Nothing. Ah, oh well. I wonder what would happen if I didn't pull out that thing. So, question. I'm sure you'll be able to predict the question. Yeah, easy. They aren't on the map though. There's that whole thing with the 5 rooms, but breaks through and kills me. Well, I'm sure it kills me immediately and not like slowly, and actually doesn't if I get stuck in him or anything like that. I was expecting that other shutter to open. I'll be honest with you. This one. Wait, did it? Does it have heads on both ends? What's happening here? Also, I appreciate that he's still looking at me. Okay. So I did have to go pull the child's skull out of his ass. Okay, I'll take it. And do I flush the child's skull down the toilet, or does this thing open now that I have a skull with me? Let me actually check the other side of him and see how that looks. Do I put it here? No. Put it to rest. Around the restroom sign. Oh, apparently so this is the ass. And he just turned around helpfully while I was away. Does this somehow imply that I'm meant to trap him that way? That sounds impossible. I'm not sure I buy it, thank you very much. Not even for $1. But now, I have not seen a place to put the child's skull. Maybe in the save room. You know, it's kind of funny. I complain about really heavy-handed and obvious symbolism, but as soon as it goes a little bit obscure, I completely lose the meaning of everything. Basically, I don't like metaphorical scenarios when they're not explained and completely pointed out in the end, I guess. Because I'm sure as hell don't like just sitting down and trying to figure out what means what. Maybe I can look at it in my inventory and see what the child's skull description says. Oh, that's the eye. The child's skull does not exist. A small deformed skull seemingly belonging to a child, although devoid of flesh and dry, it has a strange odor coming from it, a sweet but nauseous smell that lingers in my nostrils. I've seen several weird things in the secret room. One that said erased all data, one that there was a baby that I hit immediately. If there's anything else, I have not seen it. What was here? Apparently not what was actually on the map. Okay. Blech. A little bit of fall damage. This reminds me of the war. No, shit, well. I did not actually want to go here. I wanted to look into it a little bit. Wow. Doesn't let me go backwards anywhere. Thank you, game. That's how I like it. At least I got all the tapes, so I actually don't have to care about anything now. Oh, so I'm guessing this was the other side. And I would have gotten into the pipe as well. You know what? I kind of want to... Well, let's just end the game. No. I want to, first of all, try not going in the pipe. And see the other side too. So what was the secret in the save room? Is it something I missed? Or is it something that just didn't show up? Or is it something in the future? Because if it's in the future, don't tell me. No. A thing on the rafters. Well, Hi. I didn't look at the rafters every time. Groovy. I guess you did, huh? Oh well. I forgot. Now I want to see what was... There's a thing fuel. What was looming at the end of the first path I took. Whistling to numb the pain. I guess my dog is dead. I mean, I would, but hey, now it's windows into the no clip zone. Fuck it, let's go after the dog. Is that like a bad ending there? Or is it not one of those situations where it just puts you with the monster that has to kill you? Is it interesting? Should I check it out? This is gonna ruin my saves. Okay. Hi there. Oh, look! Look at me when I'm looking at you! Nice imagery. Reminds me of the end last parts of Alice Madness Returns. By the way, this is just a brick texture that's looped around these tunnels. Okay. Just to make sure, what if there's more to look at? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I mean, you say so. Die, PNG. Did you see it corrected itself like a frame after I actually opened the pause menu? Like, oh, right, you got hit. That should be lower than 100. Perhaps. Honestly, I bet they just made it all possible with the melee weapons, because obviously in situations like this, you can't even go around them. So they have to give you an option for if you waste all your ammo somehow. Okay, now they're doing the thing that I was doing with the monster, just getting inside my collision. Okay, I kind of want to sit down and regen a little bit. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, by making it harder with the regenerating health, the making it harder will just result in me having to sit and heal after every single monster. Like in fucking Requital or something. But I'm not sure how you make it harder while giving the player still a absolutely guaranteed possibility of making it. When the game is all about, like, a survival horror is all about dwindling resources. Take out the regen, but then it might just be impossible. Because it's not enough, like, skill based perfect execution. I don't know if it's possible to avoid getting any damage from monsters. I got some shotgun bullets and I got some clips. Nothing. As always. Wow! That's nice. I mean, how do you kill the roaches, for example, without taking any damage? I'm fairly sure it's impossible without guns. Hi there. I've seen you before. I think today we meet for the last time. I read that as, do you lick the door? Wait, I... Okay, so you didn't actually put me there. Good. Nice. Actual literal, like, quads. Or 2x2 quads with the texture. Squirming. Oh, that's shit again. Well, actually, you guys are easy. Let me regen for a bit. Actually, I am beyond safe. What is this arsehole? I think they are... As soon as I get around them, they understand my intentions and just bend over. Smart. Yeah, exactly. You see, my spiner understands. More meat. Ah, wait. Hmm. Oh, that's just fake. No. Whatever shall I do? Oh, this one's smart, it's locked on me. God damn it. Sucker got a hit in. There are several of them at the same time. That might not work out perfectly. Let's see, I'm kiting. I'm kiting all of you suckers. Works out. It does. Well, I mean, what's the point? This guy just submits without any sort of... Ah. I guess that's why you said they were ghost-like enemies, but yeah. I mean, the point of saving ammo is that I can unload it into something that is supposed to be invincible, and at which point it actually is useless, but... Yes, that that is obvious, Hazmati. And has been since pretty much the beginning of trains and stuff. Okay. I should still have 2 lockpicks, right? Oh no! Read, I'm gonna read your rights. Makes sense? No. Yeah, let's try unlocking that lock, I suppose. Is it gonna double fail? No, it's not. Okay. Hey, that's the Witcher 3 quest. Why don't I finish exploring first if I can? Oh no, double pukers. You missed. I guess strafing alone doesn't help. That went slightly poorly. But apparently they make lots of sound. Another thing is how the main character just sometimes doesn't want to run. Like I have to repress run. Not repress. I have to repress my urge to run. Huh? Oh, roaches now. I guess you can kill them without taking damage. Is that a roach carrying a sword? A katana? That whole thing with the sacrifice thing is weighing on me now, because seems like a choice of some sort, perhaps. Lay upon the branches, maybe. Actually, it straight up just says text is illegible there as well. Dangling there is a sick reminder of what I rejected. The smug dead face stares at me, almost grinning it seems, like it's happy to be without me inhabiting it. Let's go make a sacrifice, or accept a sacrifice, whatever. Do the thing. It could be some type of optional thing for a good ending or some shit, I don't know. Right, that's the thing. That's why I have the child's skull. Give me some shells at least for this. It's a crap. Is that thing gonna be legible now? You guys haven't changed, I see. Still illegible. But both illegible and the actual text is still visible on the texture. That's very interesting. As far as choices of like game development go. Okay, so where there's the Wii brooch? No, there's just one of antennas, not a katana in his mouth. Get fucked. Yes. I'm a pro with this now. Fucking roaches come at me. Got nothing on my skill. Hey, we're back in the sewers. Dog? My flashlight. I actually ended up falling on my flashlight after all, it looks like. Okay, I abandoned my dog hereby. And I get off the road. Imagine if there are like car enemies now that I have to beat up. Well, the wall here. Okay. You get the convince assurance something feels very wrong. You stand on the ground, but everything feels upside down. Doesn't really. Screams echo in the distance. The clouds writhe unnaturally as if they are a solid mass. Did you really reach the surface, or is this someplace else? Did you go so far down that you've arrived into another plane? Somewhere broken, a distorted, inverted reality of the true world above? Is this a hell? You look back towards the manhole. You climbed out of just as meaty limbs close around it. An enormous dripping membrane begins to fall out of the sky to enclose and suffocate the landscape around. Ain't that nice? I mean, great. Well, hopefully it doesn't erase my save. So, wait. Was the abandoning the dog the good ending then? Woo! Now that's handy. I wish more games did this. Whoa! Fuck all you backers or patrons or whatever. Thanks for playing, I see. Continue. New game +1. Well, I mean... I'm not gonna say that makes no sense, but I'm gonna say it makes no sense. Okay, so if you're insisting... The shotgun is crap. Does nothing. I'm better off fighting in melee. Fuck this. Use the shotgun, Antroid, it works well. Yeah, I'm gonna do that now. I did not actually lock the door. Oh, did I? Maybe I did. So what does the lock the door do? Does it actually do anything? Does it lock me out? Oh, broken. Maybe that thing is not broken if I don't lock the door. It kind of is, isn't it? Well, running past them is better when I know where to actually go. I kind of forgot the layout though. These things do nothing. I was carefully walking around them like a sucker. Okay, no, they are a little bit of a threat. Maybe the pistol is better. Yeah, it might be actually. Unless you count that thing. Everything sucks. Okay, no, it's just broken no matter what. So what's the thing with you lock the door or not? Can someone tell me that? Okay, headshots. Maybe there's like proper collisions in this game. Yeah, I guess I'll just use all my ammo if this is the ending. Because I could never be sure that I was hitting them the first time I was trying it. Oh, I like how the head is like springy on the neck when they fall down. It's like whoop, slightly late after the body. So it looks like if I wasn't just keeping all my ammo throughout the whole game, I probably would run out here and have to fight some of them in melee and then quickly discover that it's possible and not difficult. Okay, so I guess probably never more than or less than 3 shots. And the distance doesn't seem to matter that much. Well, unless I just miss. Maybe 2 shots is possible. Oh wait, did they always have like faces on them? That's new. Should it? I know, should it seem familiar to me? It's just a shotgun. It's just a star with like a shield thing, I don't know. Nothing specifically familiar. So what's with the faces? Is that because I didn't lock the door? Huh? Is that how life works? If you don't lock the door, the cockroaches with faces come in. Ah, well, who plays Resident Evil? I haven't played a single Resident Evil game. Okay, so still haven't found the dog. But at least... Oh, the dog is really badly animated, but alive. And we're in this cul-de-sac that's blocked on both sides. Actually, this is the real nightmare. Because at least in the apocalypse I couldn't see it. No, 7 actually... I would have played 7 if I hadn't seen full walkthroughs. Though I think I still bought 7. And I might play it in the future. Not streaming though, because I've seen everything in it. But the 7 looked fun. But like 1, I couldn't give less of a shit about. And the remakes of 2 and 3, fuck those. You escape the vampires of the sewer and reunite with your dog. You feel that your experience has changed who you are, and that the barriers of life that once restricted and intimidated you have now fallen away. You've been to hell and back and for a few years and gotten stronger. So, okay. I don't get this game, I will say that much. Because it alternated between being like so obviously in your face with the metaphors in that one part, and so like I couldn't understand anything other than the really obvious stuff. So what's the symbolism of any of the monsters, of the child skull sacrifice thing? I guess the puking monsters are kind of like, oh, something puking. But what was this about, the whole Lost in Vivo like therapy thing? Why did the dog end up outside anyway? Why did I have to go through the sewers if the dog was never there? I guess it's all not real, but still, that's kind of just... And the cherry on top was the dog was never in the sewer. Well, I mean, it was briefly in the sewer, but then it wasn't. I didn't even save it personally. But, I mean, I understand that's not... we didn't actually probably go into the actual sewers for the actual dog. And there's the whole thing with the hospital that doesn't seem connected to anything, and the subway for some reason as well. So I don't understand anything apart from the really obvious parts with a really ham-fisted part, which are bad for being that ham-fisted. So I feel like it goes in both extremes, but doesn't get the balance that I would enjoy of being like something that I can get the symbolism behind. Basically, I don't think, like, I am... From the beginning, there was something about therapy or something Lost in Vivo. So I was not taking anything as actually real. So none of that shit I took as being part of a story in any way. I took it all as trying to be some sort of symbolism for something. Because right off the bat, there was some text or something that happened in the beginning that was like, hey, let's... something. I'm fairly sure I was in caves. In the previous stream, I was fucking around in those caves for a while, looking for the third tape that wasn't there, because there was a tape recorder there. But yeah, I don't understand. Apart from this whole thing about like body image and accepting your body and not trying to conform to society standards. That was only relevant for like half the subway, and then the abstract in your face ham-fisted metaphor section with the apple and stuff. Well, the demonic idol, I think the idol literally was a mask, and that was just one more like, oh, this is society's idolized image of beauty. You burn that shit because you don't conform to it. So okay. And honestly, like I like the very beginning before any of the monsters, because that scared, there were scary parts with the noises. I didn't know what would come from which directions, how like dangerous it would be. But as soon as you start beating shit up successfully, the tension just goes away. And then this graphical style, overall I enjoy it, but a lot of the monsters look really silly in this graphical style. I feel like it takes a lot to pull off a monster that doesn't look funny and dumb in the Quake 1 style when you're trying to do like horror stuff. Like Dusk's monsters look fucking bad, in my opinion, for example, not scary. Especially not especially, again, I mean all of them, but it's like that thing that everyone is scared of with the giant mouth from episode 3. That does look scary whatsoever. So I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, the dog on wheels, dog in cage thing on wheels, that was just designed bad. Like the design of it is stupid. But the others looked like they could have just be normal monsters, but they looked, because I feel like the guy, the Zimansky guy, just decided, you know what, if it's Quake 1 style, I don't actually have to put any effort into the models. I'll just make the overall shape kind of similar to what I want, and texture it overall kind of like what I want. I mean, the textures were probably alright, but the shapes were really just like, hey, my first character model in 3ds Max. So in this game, I feel like, apart from the very beginning where it was scary for a second, pretty much before the subway started, goes downhill. But everything up to the subway, the very beginning, was promising. And then, like, it missed the mark on absolutely... Well, the graphics I still enjoy, even though some places are just super simple. And it could have had more, like, interesting, just geometry. Like, I don't want to say level layouts, because that's, like... It's not Doom or Quake. It's a different type of game. But it could have just been more than tunnels and sewer... Like, sewer tunnels being just pipes, and corridors being square pipes. And square rooms, you know, it could have been something more interesting and not divide. I mean, the parts of that it just goes into the overall concept of the game. Like, if it's doing the whole like survival horror thing, it kind of feels like it has to be divided into separate rooms by doors and stuff. But it could be, I mean, you didn't have to like copy that from old survival horror games. You could have just made bigger levels that don't have to load like separately. I'm sure this graphics and the texture memory and stuff wouldn't really be overloaded or anything. Extra tapes, or I ain't going for that, because that I don't want to look. I feel like I've looked everywhere reasonably could be expected to look, apart from the thing with the whipping angel, which I don't want to look in there. Oh, in the menu, yeah, there was something in the menu. Right, random enemies. Maybe I should have put this on. So there are even more endings. I guess in-game plus is a thing. So what does in-game plus do? And which of the endings was abandon the dog? And how do you get an even worse ending somehow? Or whichever. Basically, I don't want to, like, play more, but I want to know everything else that's left in this game that I would have been able to find out. Oh, can you please just not spin? I want to see the front. Way out, the wolf, coming soon, and I guess coming soon as well. Well, interesting. Didn't I try that? Or maybe I didn't have a gun. Maybe I didn't get the gun early. But basically, I don't know. I feel like basically as soon as the subway started, the game just started missing all the marks apart from the overall visual style, and just didn't work for me. Any part after that didn't work for me. The story is completely incoherent and not in a good way, like where you can feel there's something more there. Because at the same time it presented itself at the beginning with some text. I'm fairly sure I didn't dream that up. Maybe I did. That nothing is real, it's some sort of like memory regression therapy or some shit, I don't know. Probably like some text that happens when you start the game. And then there is a combination of stuff that doesn't seem to have to do with anything, and the stuff that's really blatantly in your face about the symbolism. So it's like, but where is the actual good parts amongst both of the bad parts, right? And because, like, for example, Silent Hill 2. Nice. Silent Hill 2. You can miss some bits of lore. You can miss little bits of like, hey, Pyramid Head is the contact of James because he saw the painting with the guy in the hood and the executioner and stuff, and he's like his personification of his guilt, blah blah blah. You could end with the game thinking the monsters were real, but you could still, like, in the end of the game, you would still understand that, like, the whole thing with the wife and James killed the wife, spoiler alert, and stuff. And this game is like a badly done Dark Souls, where you don't get at any point actual explanation of any sort, and maybe you're supposed to piece something together, but it doesn't compel you enough, or me, it did not compel me enough to try to piece anything together, because who the hell knows what symbolism style could there be? That big monster that only appeared in like invincible form to kill you if you make bad choices from the first, the one glitched out on the wall. In the trading cards on Steam, that one was called Shoggoth. It's like, okay, now one of your monsters called Shoggoth, so what can I expect out of this if one of the monsters is just Shoggoth? And then there was a monster on the trading card that I didn't even see that looked like maybe a variation of the Dog Demon that was called like Midnight Wolf of Darkness or something like that, with some blue parts. I don't know what the hell that was, I didn't see. Maybe if you turn around the monster zone. But also, like, there's no substance to this game in the terms of gameplay. You can kill everything with melee, but it's kinda tedious. You can kill stuff with guns, but it's not that much better. And the places are narrow and linear most of the time, and you know, there's no... I don't feel any incentive to like replay it with random monsters or NG Plus or whatever it's gonna add. Okay, don't do this like demo stuff. So, I feel like maybe I was overhyped by that one video, but I'm fairly sure I forgot all about it when I was playing this, so I don't know. It's not what I expected. And maybe I'm not the target audience for this game. Maybe the game is just not that good. Or maybe I didn't get it. I don't think I'm gonna leave any sort of negative review, because there's always a chance that they'll be like, expose my ignorance. I'm gonna try to... I will spend about 20 minutes looking if someone somewhere has theories about stuff. And if at least one theory is not really dumb, by really dumb I mean, like, you know, when you go into games with stories like this, I mean stories with, I don't know what other word to use though, but like in Cry of Fear or something. And then people start theorizing about the story, taking everything at complete face value. Every character, every event that happened, none of it was like, could have been like any metaphor or inside your head or anything. Everything really happened, and Link is just in hell. Well, that's a bit more than what I mean now. I just mean that everything, literally what we saw, was actually literally real. Actually, kind of like the doctors were doing occult shit and summoned Cthulhu, kind of like that. Because some people just don't understand that, you know. Or in Silent Hill, where you do Silent Hill theories, where every monster actually literally exists. And maybe they are all like genetic mutants or something. Like, ooh, I don't know. So all the theories I expect for this kind of game tend to be just people trying to taking literal things that happened and were seen in the game and trying to like make a whatchamacallit, speculation on how it all connected and think up some sort of boring cliche story in the end. Well, I don't know, but I think it still is supposed to be just... Maybe it's... I think it's a metaphor that just doesn't land. Because, it wouldn't be... Fuck off with your demo reel. Doesn't make much sense for it to be just randomly in the sewers, among caves and subway stations and such. I mean, I guess it could be, but... Maybe, you know, maybe it could have used the character having some sort of a reaction to stuff and saying, why is this here? You know, that would have been actually good if the character was like, what the fuck is this doing in the sewer? And if the character was acting like this is all happening actually literally, that could have made it more interesting to me. Because then, when the character is completely like mute and doesn't react to all the crazy shit, you just take it as a roller coaster of metaphors and nothing else. So I don't know. I'm absolutely like, this is a skip intro. I guess I skipped the intro, so I'm not gonna see where I saw that thing with the that it was like a metaphor of some sort. But oh, so that's New Game Plus. I mean, makes sense. I'm not gonna whistle. Fuck off. So I think the lab is just a more convoluted metaphor. And I have absolutely no trust that any of this was supposed to be real at any point. But, you know, I feel like it would have been better if the game made more effort to pretend that it was all maybe real and didn't start with some sort of whatever it started with that made me think that it wasn't. I actually don't remember. Where's my dog? I'm gonna shoot it and get New Game Plus 3. Well, I mean, that could be, that doesn't mean anything. Absolutely does not mean anything, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. If you're doing, like, if you're imagining this twisted world, why wouldn't you imagine... I mean, obviously other people exist. Why wouldn't you imagine their reactions to the stuff sometimes? Because it was very inconsistent, like, they just forgot, or the character just forgot to imagine it at some point. I'm fairly certain, unless that's literally something that again, that didn't actually happen, and I'm misinterpreting something that happened in the beginning. But wasn't there literally just something about, hey, we're going to use Lost in Vivo therapy now, mister? I'm fairly sure that something like that was at the start. So yeah, that I feel like that immediately nullifies all possibility of it being real. Maybe they should have done that, I don't know. And probably done like better transitions. You know what? I have absolutely no idea what the idea behind this game was. Like what... Oh right, this guy. Maybe he does spawn behind you, huh? Apparently I didn't kill it fast enough. Run away from me backwards. But yeah, so I don't understand the intent behind this game whatsoever. And for cases like this, I really wish people would just like make blogs about, hey, I'm gonna explain, for those who want to know, don't feel like speculating on their own, I'm gonna explain like 100% my exact intent behind everything. I wish more people did that, because I actually absolutely don't like... It's up to interpretation. That makes it immediately just not interesting to me. When you don't know if there is even a solid idea that the author had. I only like speculation and that kind of thing when there is like one solution that fits best and you can like logically come to guess what things are and what happened and what means what. I don't like this like it means whatever you want it to mean. It means nothing. You just get some feelings from this. Slight unease, maybe it touched some relevant topics, huh? I don't know. It's not my thing. Nice. Is that thing following me, actually? Oh, maybe it is. But yeah, so I guess I could say that, but... it could be, like many games there are that where nothing is real and there's stuff just... like someone recalling an experience or something, or all happening in their head like a fever dream or something like that. But it all in the end can be really like explained what was metaphor for what means what and stuff like that, right? Like all the monsters in Silent Hill, if you pay attention to what could mean stuff, you can decipher all of them. For example. Or, I don't know. On the other end of the spectrum, the Alice games, where it's just she constructed like a randomly weird world inside her head. So nothing, many things just don't mean anything, but it doesn't matter. Some things do. Okay, so I guess we do get more monsters. Or I'm dead. Okay, well I didn't manage to kill the dog, so I failed there. Well, I don't really feel like, because, oh, Jeff the Killer. That kind of says everything about the game, that they're using a Jeff the Killer quote. But, as I said, there's just not enough. It's pretty linear and just narrow. I don't feel like playing it again will offer me any interest. So, I'm not gonna do it. Even if it plays like it should have played from the beginning. But it fails to hold my interest. Yeah, so I think I expressed everything I felt about this game. I was going to say, because I don't understand the intent, because I went on the tangent about author intent, which I always feel like I would like to know the author intent completely, 100%. If, if it clears anything up, if there's anything that needs clearing up, I want to know that there is an exact intent and, like, how to interpret it. I just want, after all, okay, I enjoyed your thing, now tell me everything, what everything meant, what was your intent, right? So I don't know the intent behind this game, but if I was doing a horror game that is actually, like, the premise is, quotes, that you go in the sewers to look for your dog that got sucked down, but actually it's some sort of imaginary journey, like Silent Hill Shattered Memories, that you're seeing in your head, or like you're experiencing because you're undergoing some sort of therapy session. I'm not sure if I would have said things at the beginning about the therapy session, because that would be a really lame twist. But also, it just not if you say it at the beginning, it completely nullifies like being immersed. As soon as things stop making sense, you're like, oh yeah, okay, this is all imagined. So I would have started it as a... I don't know what Lost in Vivo therapy is. Is that a real thing? Maybe it's a real thing. So I would probably do some... I'm fairly sure there are some games, or maybe movies like that, where it's presented as if you're retelling something that actually happened to you. And so this is like from the past of the character, and it really happened, and you're just retelling it, and then it gets sprinkled with all the like weird shit that actually didn't happen, and then, I don't know, develop that. But so, cognitive behavior therapy that is to reduce the fear associated with these triggers. Thanks, DuckDuckGo. For therapy is a form of cognitive behavior therapy that's used to reduce. That doesn't actually tell me enough, but I'm gonna Google it as well. So, and then I would have, I don't know, I probably would have tried to make the game, that's, fuck, every time I talk about any sort of horror, or even action game in some situations, I always come back to non-linear levels or like things, and ammo starvation, stuff, resource starvation, and so basically, it could apply, like, you know, when I talked with Touchdown about how would I change Doom 3 to be even better and like the perfect Doom game. The exact same things I would apply to Doom 3, I would apply to this game. So maybe I have a one-track mind for this kind of thing. So I would have made it so, like, no regen health, and something, the puzzles or whatever, it makes it you actually kind of like want to kill all the enemies eventually. Fuck off. This is annoying. Stop doing this stuff. So makes it really whatchamacallit, like, gives you a desire, a reason to kill monsters, and makes it like challenging but not impossible to avoid them. Maybe no real melee to speak of, or melee for like weaker monsters, but stronger you couldn't really melee without them killing you, or so you would rather either look for ammo and then like kill them, or just having to kite them around and try to like quickly try to solve puzzles before they come reach you and stuff like that, as like a punishment for either wasting your ammo or not finding it. I don't know if that would work, honestly, but this feels like they just had no way to make it challenging without making it potentially impossible. And like the old games didn't care about being potentially impossible. Or Silent Hill gives you like, I think, does Silent Hill give you actual like ammo if you have no ammo for a boss fight? Or was it only like the Silent Hill 1, the last boss dies in one hit if you only have like one bullet left? Or something like that, I don't know. But basically done something with the gameplay that would make it more replayable and incentivize going for stuff you might have missed, or like with random enemies and stuff, because I have absolutely no reason to want to go through all these linear tunnels again. And I would have made the story, like, in terms of the environments, or, you know, just overall, I would make the character react to stuff more, like a real reasonable person in the situation would react, and I would have made the transitions between environments a bit smoother, so it doesn't just like, hey, you're in a sewer tunnel, door, bam, suddenly you're in a subway with absolutely no, like, transition between them, you know? Because, I mean, obviously, if there is somehow a passage from the sewer into a subway, there wouldn't be like a slow, less and less pipes and more subway. But then don't make it like a loading screen door. Make it real-time obvious how you came from a sewer environment into the subway environment. Something like that. So it could be like believable with enough suspension of disbelief that, you know, all this was actually there, all these places. I don't know. Why would I want to work on the sequel for this? Doesn't matter. I'd rather make my own stuff, not based on like weird stuff I didn't like that had potential. Yeah, that would certainly, like, I would not abandon a pony in this sewer. I would abandon a dog. Especially, I would specifically even more like abandon a cat. I would like to make a horror game. Several of my game ideas are for slightly horror games, but I'm not good with the. Actually, what I don't know what I was going to say. I'm not good with, but I feel like I'm not good with. I don't want to have a story that's just like every other horror game, like indie horror game story out there, just a variation on it. And so I kind of wait until maybe some super crazy meta idea about a story, not meta necessarily, but something that subverts A, supernatural, B, some weird like mutant stuff maybe, C, all in your head. What else is there even when it comes to horror stories? Or D, I guess some sort of like stuff with aliens or robots, sci-fi. I like all of those, apart from maybe mutants. I don't really care about mutant stuff, but so I have not yet had an idea that's unique enough and interesting enough. Unique, and I don't like not in the sense that I want to really stand out, but I want to surprise the player at some point. I don't want to have a straightforward story about, oh, this is haunted, and you have to, like, this ritual was performed and now it's haunted, and you have to perform this ritual in order to escape. And stuff like that. I don't like those anymore. I feel like those would be, but I would want to work on a horror game, yes, absolutely. Though, I mean, I have several ideas that would work. But I feel like maybe more goes into a horror game that has to be done very right than goes into like a generic, just actiony, normal game. So I wouldn't want my first game to be a horror game. I want to start with something simpler. And, you know, I've been working towards that. Hippocat has seen. Some other people have seen. This graphical style, you know what, actually it's kind of amusing, because what Mini Spider said, the Chase Pony, I was finishing that pony model that is in this kind of Quake 1 graphical style, so it could certainly, well, Hazmati, yeah, you haven't seen it, because I showed it to Hippocat and to a couple people relevant to the horse game, pretty much. So that model almost would fit in this game, because of the PS1 / Quake 1 graphical style. You know what? Might as well. I'm gonna just stop this, and I'm gonna put on a picture, if I can find it. Image. I don't want to, like, actually maybe I should just, you know, let me do that. I'm gonna just straight up open 3ds Max, and I'm gonna do like show display capture. I've got nothing I'm ashamed of in the taskbar. Let's see. Come on, load. As soon as it loads, I'm gonna turn on display capture. 2014 version still takes a while to load. What is even there to load in a 3D, like in a 3D modeling program? All the tools. Okay, loaded. Well, kind of loaded, not quite, but still. Actually, wait, no, I'm gonna turn off display capture again for a sec. I know the kind of stuff I've been opening in 3ds Max. There might be something there that I don't want to show. Second. I have not started rigging it though, so that might turn everything completely wrong. But I'm right now. What's left is a little bit of hair texture. Okay, display capture. Well, no, safe forward. You know, Hippocat, you have seen the most NSFW part of this. So see, the hair on the top is not textured, but the rest, maybe I will add some texture here because this looks kind of flat, and this like angle here looks kind of wrong. But overall, the back of the hair, everything, I feel like this kind of works well for Quake 1 style / PS1 style. The most surprising part is that somewhere here, along these polygons, I think, or these, one of these, is a different UV. Let me see. UV kind of shading. I mean, I didn't use anything but Photoshop and like canvas thing. Canvas. I forget how it's called. So here's the seam. So I'm kind of amazed that this actually doesn't look like there's a seam. Whatchamacallit, viewport canvas. It kind of actually, at this point, I cannot really use viewport canvas anymore because it fucks up the layers a little bit on the... Oh, and here it doesn't even... I guess it's the case where I have to reselect the material, like the PSD file, in order for it to be selectable in there. I found out the source of that problem. But yeah, so this texture is literally 128 pixels by 128 pixels. Let me... Actually, I can do this from the... No, I can't. I can do it through here, I think. No, through UV. I can just show it on UV here. If I tile it, let's see, where's the options. I kind of forgot where the options are at this point. I'm used to slightly different interface for this. And where's the tile? Where is that stuff? I guess it tile. Yeah, there we go. Without the actual. So here's the texture, and this, you know, I did use a bunch of bullshit, but if I can, let's see, I'm gonna shut it off quickly. Open Photoshop. I don't know. I feel like I'm mostly familiar with 3ds Max UI, and I feel like it wouldn't take me that much work to familiarize myself enough with Blender. I don't know, honestly, what you are even talking about. Like just low res, like everything being pixelated or what? Because shading, I just manually did it, but I had some trickery. Where the hell is all this stuff? Games. Course game with the space in it, and then there's the 2 PDFs. Okay, so check this out. Back to display capture. So this is the like texture version in the middle somewhere. So you can see there are these different layers with the different level of shade, and one layer for brightness, which wasn't really that used, and this is level for face, and just like the colors. And I basically painted this entirely in viewport canvas in 3ds Max. Painted these pretty much entirely in there. And then I just blurred it in here. It wouldn't blur well in viewport canvas, but I blurred it in Photoshop. And so if you remove the other stuff, now the hair is its own layer. So I blurred it, I increased the contrast a little bit, and so this is the shading. And then there's a layer of noise, because otherwise the texture looks really flat. So there's the cutie mark, there's the face, the hair pretty much is like the parts. You can see there's this UV map, UV atlas. So there's the parts that are hair. And literally just, for some reason, I'm using 2 layers for like hair shading. I could probably do with 1, but this is how I started, this is how I will finish it. So like all the shading being correctly everywhere is just literally I took several layers of levels of shade and painted them manually, and blurred it in Photoshop and stuff, and now here we are. So I got to finish the hair here, make it look close to the tail, not completely different in style, and then I'm gonna rig it and stuff. So I feel like this would not be out of place in Lost in Vivo, but yeah, so that's my technique. Probably completely unoptimized and slow, but it worked in the end. So yeah, there's that. Now I'm gonna spend a little bit of time trying to read what Lost in Vivo therapy is and what theories people have about the game, but that's it. Hopefully, well, actually, I'm probably gonna be similarly underwhelmed by Amnesia, but Soma has been hyped up, even though I don't expect it to actually work on me as well as it does on people. And Dreadout could be interesting. And also that thing, I might stream that thing with the forest, the top-down something, whatchamacallit. Mandalore Gaming had a review for it, and Touchdown recommended it to me. Darkwood maybe? Yeah, Darkwood. I don't know if I'll stream that. From everything I've seen, it seems like it could be a bit frustrating for me. But also, it could be pretty cool. I don't know. But, you know, not immediately. Now that Lost in Vivo is done, I'm gonna start the DLC Blue Skies Natsuki route, so that's cool. And I don't know if I'm gonna add like a 3rd game to the overall schedule, like Doom stuff, something else. Probably am. So I'm gonna stream 3 games in succession. But yeah, so there we go. Lost in Vivo, done and dusted. Now I can put it behind me, and you know, if people ask, I can say was not impressed. I'm gonna go find that goddamn video and say actually it was not all that good. I don't know, or just watch it again and see what the hell he actually liked about it. But yeah, so that's that. See you all later, maybe tomorrow if things go well, if I don't die or something. I don't know, anything would happen. See you.